All right, so we should have our little website on this video. We had that. Oh yeah, here it is. The one where we just had a picture and some text, right? So today, what we're going to learn is how to make multiple pages that all connect and talk to each other. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up Sublime, and we need to save a couple more .html files inside our folder, right? So if I do, so this is a new one. I'm going to save this as something simple like font.html. And I'm just going to save it right beside it. Okay. So if I want these two pages to talk to each other, I'm going to open this up with Sublime here real quick. And so they can work side by side. Get over there, thanks. And I'm just gonna steal all that real quick and put it in Elephant. Right? So what I want to do now is, this is the Elephant page. So I'm just gonna change inside my header, Elephant. I want the Elephant page to connect to the index page. And the best way to do this is in the navigation, right? So our navigation is going to be kind of like the header of the section. It's going to be an area of our website that we're going to place things. So here's my header. Our navigation in this one is going to go inside of our header, which means it needs to be tabbed over one. And like all this stuff, it needs to be closed down. Now, maybe some of you guys are figuring out that if you don't close it down, sometimes it really works out. HTML is a super forgiving language, but that doesn't mean that we can like pick up a ton of bad habits and not have anything happen to us, right? So now the navigation, we're going to put some things inside the navigation. We're going to put an unordered list. And an unordered list just basically means they're not going to count. So like an unordered list, there won't be like a number next to it. We could definitely create an ordered list, and I encourage you to look up how to create an ordered list in HTML. But we're just going to do an unordered list. It seems to be that they're the far more common of the list types. Now, I want to put something, I want to put something inside my list. So once again, tab over, and I'm going to create a list item. Now, a list item, we close in line because this is like something, just like this is a word, right? We're gonna have like text right here, so it's gonna close itself, versus like a structural piece, like an unordered list or navigation, which we close like right below it. List items we close inside the line. And what I want this is, what I want this to be is like a link to the home page. So there'd be a link to the home page. And I would want right now, I would want a link to the elephants page, right? And if I had more of them, like, what else was I going to say? And then dinosaurs, you know, and monster trucks. Okay, so here's our website, and yeah, so this would make up my navigation, right? If we just take a look at what that looks like right now, we can kind of see. Looks like this, right? So it's an unordered list, and unordered list, they're just gonna have that little I don't know, dot thing out in front, kind of stamping that that's gonna be a list or navigation. We with CSS are gonna be able to change all that, get rid of that if we want to, make it into a straight line if we want to, all sorts of different things. For now, right now, we can't, right? The question is when I click those, when I click elephants or home or whatever, it's not going to link me to, it's not going to link me actually to those websites. They're not connected yet. So what we got to do is we got to connect them. And the way to do that is with an anchor tag. So what I want to do is I want to create an anchor tag. And this is the basics of an anchor tag. I'm going to put one on either side of the thing that I want to be a link, right? So open it up, close it down. Right now home, the word home is like, okay, I know I need to link somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So what you do right here is it's a hyperlink, and the reference is this. Whoa, boy. And I want the home one to go back to index.html. That's why we keep everything in the same folder, because I'm on the elephant page right here, and I want to go straight over to index.html. They're on the same level, so I don't have to do any of this. If it was in a different folder, I'd have to do like folder, back. There's even other ways where you could go, like if I was in the image folder, I could go backwards to get to index.html. But for us, it's just simpler if we have all of our HTML side by side, and if we want to go to an image, we're going to go into the image folder. So this is a good move. So let's test it out here. Oh, actually, let's just do this here real quick. I'm going to get Elephant's page all linked up to elephant.html. Cool. And close it down because that's good for us. All right, so let's check it out, see how we did. So this was our old website. Oh, this is our index.html. If I want this to work for both of them, I'm just gonna quick grab all this and copy and paste it into the into our other one as well. So now they both have that item. Okay. Cool. So I have my landing page. This is my index.html. And if I want to go to the elephant page, I just click, and here I am at elephants, right? And I can go back and forth between them. Cool. One thing I wanted to talk about was this image. So that pig picture, this is just how we attach a basic image. There's all sorts of things that we can do that will make it a little bit more formal, right? One of them is we can do, out of this, I'll show you how to look it up yourself. So if you were looking at that picture, right? You're looking at this picture of this pig and you're like, okay, it's too small or too big or whatever. And there's a million things. Basically anything you can dream, you can figure out how to do, right? So we're coding in the language HTML, so that should be part of your search. And W3 Schools is like the best online resource. And so I would do something like this. Like in HTML, how do I find the set the image size? Okay. And you can just click, here's the top one, and then they show you. So if I have an image, source, smiley, okay, and you can attach GIF just as easy as you can attach a picture. They have a couple different things inside that we don't have. So far we only have this part in there. Well, this alt smiley face, what that means is if the picture for whatever reason doesn't show up, it'll display that text instead of just a broken link. This is also important because this is how Google will crawl all the websites and look for keywords. And the more that you can tag things very specifically, the higher up on Google searches you can get. And that's a huge industry, just optimizing your pages so that your Google result, you won't be the third company that comes up, you'll be the second or the first company that comes up. And it has a lot to do with these little tricks like this, just making your site super relevant. But what I want to talk about is these ones. Now, I'm a big fan of just stealing the width one. We usually just set things with the width because if you set it with the width like that, and I'm just going to include that inside the image tag, like so, it'll automatically resize. Now 42, we're going to figure out real quick, is pretty dinky. Yeah, see our little pig. There's also things. So like you could change that easily to like 4200, you know, and it's quite some pig. Oh, what a snout. Um, you can also do. I'm gonna change that because that's gonna bug me. You can also do things like align the picture. Maybe you want it centered. Feel free, just change this to like center an image, right? And they'll have all sorts of stuff. They'll have all sorts of stuff for you to figure out, right? You can also do things like this, like I want to show you this one for and you see how I forgot HTML here? And they're going to give me a way to do it in CSS, which is the way that we're going to do it from here on out. But just for this site, if you want to make it kind of look nice, you make sure you include HTML in there. Okay, so I want to show you this one because sometimes when you're looking up new ideas, they don't just give you one line of code that you can copy and paste. They kind of give it to you in reference to a lot of stuff, right? So we have an HTML tag. They have an HTML tag. Ours is right here, right, and there. Then they have a body and then some text and a paragraph and all that stuff. The key thing is right here, but they're telling you where you need to include it, right? So if I copy this, they're trying to say rename the body, not just a body, but body with the color, blah, 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 blah. So you are obsolete now. Cool. I want to do that. So now when I go to my HTML here, my site, I mean, see how it's a little bit different color versus the elephant site, which is like white, and this site that's a little bit different. So basically anything on your website you can play. W3 Schools is going to be your place to look it all up. Cool. Enjoy playing around, and we will teach you more later.